So, I realized that I haven't really been posting any videos, and I pretty much just wanted to say that, no matter what you're going through, no matter how impossible it seems to you, there is a way to get through, and I know it's really hard, and I know that you just get so low and you get so tired of everything, and it seems like there's nothing but negativity and hate in the world. But you I'm sure that you at least have one person who's out there who's willing to bring so much positivity into your life. And maybe it's not today, maybe it's not tomorrow, maybe it's not a month from now, or a few months from now, maybe it's a year from now, 2 years from now. The point is that you have to be patient enough to wait to find that. And it took me a really long time to learn that I can't love anyone else fully and correctly until I love myself. And I'm not going to say that I'm there now, because I'm really not. It's still a struggle. I mean, every day is a struggle, and you still have to fight, and you still have to try and believe, and you still have to be strong. And I know that when you are even around a group of people, that sometimes you can still feel alone, and you can still feel like you're just not good enough and you're not worth it. And even the smallest thing that could just make you a little bit annoyed one day would just make you want to blow up and give up everything on some days. And I get that, I do, and I don't want anyone to ever feel like they don't have anyone to talk to. And I'm not trying to get famous. I'm not trying to be, some person who gets on the camera and they lie and they pretend that they know, because I don't care about that. I want people to be happy, and I see so much negativity and so much anger and sadness, and I don't want anyone to feel that way anymore. I want to bring light into people's lives, and that's all anyone should want to do. And for all you know, you may not feel like you're the light in someone's life, but you may be. I had my lunch lady, who I forgot even goes to the races in our town. Well, she was at the races one night, and she told me that I make her day every day, that I come in and I say hi to her, and I always ask her how she is, even if it's just in the hallway. And she told me that I just make her day, and I'm one of her favorite kids at that place, at the school that I go to. And the school that I go to, it's got its problems, and it's not always the best place, and I'm sure there's a lot of schools like that. I feel like everyone just has to figure out who they are along the way, and it's really hard to do that when you have so much negativity around you, and you might have bullies, or it's pressure about your grades, or maybe it's just pressure about how you should behave or how you should dress. And really, you should just be yourself. I mean, it took me so long to realize that, and sometimes I still don't do it. Sometimes I go with the flow, and I get so tired, and I don't feel like I can be myself, so I feel like I have to try and fit in a little bit more. And there's days where I feel like I have to wear a lot of makeup, or I have to, cover up more of my body, and it's really hard some days to just feel confident in my own skin. And I just want, to help anyone who sees this. And I mean, I have had a lot of people online who've inspired me in my life, who've helped me. Demi Lovato is my idol, and B.M. Miller, they've both helped me. Jaden Whale, I mean, he's a YouTuber, and he's just so weird, and he's so silly, but I love it, because, it just goes to show you can be you, and you can make it really far, and you can get all this love, and you could make a difference. And, I don't want anyone to ever feel like you aren't good enough, and just being you isn't enough, because I know what that's like. And I'm probably sounding really repetitive right now. That's fine, because sometimes just hearing the same thing over and over again, it sticks with you, and that's definitely the case with negativity. So maybe if I just keep saying the same positive things, maybe I'll start to believe it, and you'll start to believe it. And if that's the case, oh my God, I really hope that is the case. I want you guys to be happy. And I don't care if, you're anorexic or you're bulimic or you're bipolar or you have depression or you self-harm or you're suicidal. Whatever your situation is, I don't care, even if your parents are divorced or you have no money or you have a lot of money. You are a person. We all have feelings. We all are human and we all bleed the same way. And at the end of the day, that's just how it is. And there's so many negative quotes out there too, but we spend all of our time looking for these negative quotes, and we don't put as much energy into being positive. And me and my family started this new thing where we're just trying to say nothing but positive things. And if someone says something negative, we point it out. Or you can still talk about bad things, but you have to learn when it's going too far, when to stop, and what's just venting and what's complaining and bringing yourself down. That's what we're trying to do. I was really insecure about my body for a long time, and I still am sometimes, and I didn't think that I was skinny. I was a lot curvier than other girls, but to me, all I saw was fat. And I looked to myself, I looked like I was this big, when really I was only this big. And, it's sad that society can make us feel like that and make us think like that. But now I'm trying to do things the right way. I'm eating healthily. I'm not skipping 1 or 2 meals. I'm eating every meal. I'm eating snacks. I'm eating friggin' dessert, which I wasn't doing before because I didn't like it. And I'm lifting weights because I don't like the way my arms look. So I'm lifting weights to try and make my arms look better. I've got Proactive to help with my acne. And you know what? Everyone gets acne. Even famous people do. It's just when you're famous, it's easier to buy expensive things, and you have to care more about your looks. And sometimes, that's the case when you're in high school or middle school and you feel like you have to really care about your looks. But really, it's not all about your looks. Yes, being attractive may help, or attractive to society's standards might help you along the way or something, but at the end of the day, later on in life, those people probably aren't going to be that attractive. My mom even told me, she said, all the guys that were really dorky when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, I looked them up now and they're really attractive. And maybe that's the case, because when I was younger, I was really dorky, really awkward, and now I'm getting a little bit better, and I still have acne, and yeah, yay, being a teenager. But, just be you. You're beautiful the way you are. Everyone has something that they can improve about themselves, but you know what? Do it the healthy way. Always the healthy way. That's the best way to do it. And, I struggled with self-harm. I still struggle with the thoughts now. I'm doing better than I was. You just gotta learn what in your life that you have to cut out that's negative and what's not negative, and what you can handle and what you can't handle. And you gotta learn when to slow down and when to move faster. And, everyone goes through something. No one's life is perfect, no matter how perfect it seems. There was one girl in my school, she looks like she's living the life if you don't know her. But I actually talked to her, and her family actually has a lot of problems. Perfection is a big thing in their family, and it puts a lot of pressure on her. And it's sad to think that that's the way it is, because it's not just society putting pressure on her, it's her family too, because they have a certain image to uphold. And, I am not a really rich person. And I'm not always happy. But also rich people aren't always happy. Whitney Houston, everyone thought she was so amazing. She was amazing. There is no thinking about it. She was amazing. Her voice, her her beauty, her kindness, everything about her. Corey Monteith, oh my god. I cried so much when he died. I watched Glee. I was obsessed with Glee. And then, you know, Jeannie, who we grew up with. If you watched Aladdin, you grew up with Jeannie. That was not okay. But you know, no matter what you have, no matter what you look like, there's always going to be people out there who don't like you, who don't like the way you do things, the way, what you say, or who you hang out with. And yeah, that sucks. I'm not going to lie, that sucks. You hate it. There's some days you can't deal with it. But you got to get up, you got to keep going, and you got to say, you know what? I'm going to try and bring some positivity in this world because there's so much negativity. And I don't want to be another person just bringing in more negativity. Why not do something positive? Why not lift people up? You know, me, what I do is I compliment people in the hallways. Like, if I like their shoes, if I like their shirt, or if I like their hair, or their makeup, or I don't freaking know, their backpack, I compliment them. Even if I don't actually like some of the choices the person has made. Or the way they've treated people. Because sometimes people who are unhappy, they take their frustrations out on people who are happy because they don't want to be alone in their own misery. And I get that. It sucks. And I've done things both ways. Like, I used to be really mean to guys because of some things that were in my past. I used to be really mean to guys and the popular girls too. Oh, especially popular people. I was not fond of them. And I wasn't happy, and I took it out on them, and I tried to justify it by saying that these people bullied, and it didn't work. And later on, I got really sad, and I realized, wow, I was just as bad as them, and I bettered myself, and I'm not doing that anymore, and now it's a struggle just to keep myself upbeat. And you know what happens, people are going to fall on their face, but even the best fall down sometime. Even the best fall down. I wish I could just, like, hug all of you. Like any of you that watch this, like, I just want to give you a hug, because some days you just need a hug. And some days you say you want to be alone and that you don't want to be touched, like you don't want to hug. But in reality, that's you just being afraid to open up to anyone, and I know from experience I'm struggling with that right now. I had a really bad relationship that I got out of. Luckily, I got out of, and you know, and right now it's kind of a struggle for me to let people into my life who might actually be good for me. Like, I keep waiting for the punchline, and it sucks. But eventually, I'll get over it, and I'll be actually able to allow myself to be happy, and I hope all of you find that and you get that. Any of you watching this, I don't care who you are, I don't care if I actually know your name. If you want to know me better, you know what? Comment your name. Comment your name. I'll find, like, you can find some way, just tell me, hey, I want to get to know you, can I have your Instagram, or you tell me your Instagram, because there's certain people I don't really, like, I'm weird about giving out my Instagram, or my Twitter, or my Facebook. Just let me know. Just talk to me. And I'll reply as soon as I can. Now, if I don't reply, here's why. I got school. Not only that, I'm going out with my friends a lot more now. Trying to, at least, because, you know, it's part of being a teenager. And I'm going to be 16 soon. So, there's that. And, you know, just stay strong. Be beautiful. Stay beautiful. Be strong. I suck at this. I'm sorry. And just be yourself. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. So yeah.